When you start a design project, how do you know which color to choose? I mean, some brands are using blue, and then companies that are doing the exact same product are actually using red. Why did they choose blue? Why do they choose red? There are just so many colors. How do I know where to get started? So on this video, I want to talk to you about and give you two frameworks that are going to help you pick the design for your next project. And by the way, if this is your first time here, hey, what's up? My name is Ron Segal and welcome to Flux. This is where we cover design and the business of design, so make sure you're subscribing and liking this video for more design content. Let's get right to it. So there are basically two things that I want you to think about when you're picking colors. The first one is cultural association. So each one of these colors has some kind of a color association. Let's imagine that I have a project for a company that makes some kind of an app, like a scheduling app or a business-to-business kind of a software. If I choose the color pink to this, then it's going to be quite weird. And I have a 4-year-old son, and when he's talking to me, he's telling me, Dad, I can't wear pink. It's a girl's color. And I'm telling him, no, you can pick whatever color you want. But he's onto something. He already understands at 4 years old that colors has meanings. And it doesn't matter where you stand on these, women, sexuality, colors, whatever your opinion is, everybody in the world, most people have some kind of an association, feminine, woman association, or maybe I'm looking at this design and I think this is maybe like a dating app because, pink and red are the colors of love. So immediately we have some kind of association, and even 4-year-old kids understand that each color has some color association. And, when I'm looking at the exact same design with the color blue, immediately it looks more businessy because we have the association of business, trust, expertise with the color blue. All right, so the first thing that you want to understand as a designer is that each one of these colors, and here's a scheme of basically kind of the most famous colors, each of them comes pre-built with association in our society, right? So red might be anger and passion and danger, orange might be for success and courage, purple might be for royalty or creativity, business, as we said, it's security, it's trust, it's business, green, you're probably familiar with it, it's health, it's nature, it's money, it's all those things. Black is for luxury, power, something very, very classy, and white, just the same, right? It's like safety and it's clean and it's pure, all of those things. And that's why the brands that you're seeing here on the slide are choosing these colors, because the meaning of this color and these associations are in line with the message and the story that they are trying to communicate. And so this is a very kind of like a simplified diagram. Of course, there are many more colors and variations and shade, and each of them tells a little bit of a different story. So as a designer, when you're getting on a design project, the first thing that you want to do is you're going to do some kind of a word association or values to understand what the story that you're trying to tell is, and then you're going to try to correlate that story or value or message to a specific color that is already preconceived or predetermined in people's mind. They already associate that story with that color, so you don't even have to say too much. It's enough that you use this color and people already understand the story and the message that you're trying to send here. Now, I want to say something about the cultural meaning. So here are two photos, and as you can see, a funeral in Japan, people dressed in white, and a funeral in the West, people dressed in black. So that is to say that although we have a lot of what I said right now is kind of like global associations, the association with color sometimes already depends on the specific location which you're operating with. For example, another example, if you're in a specific country where maybe like a specific soccer team has already branded itself using a color, then when you're using that color, somebody might, in that specific area might associate you with that soccer team or whatever and all that comes with it. So you want to be aware of not only the broad global associations that color has for most people, but also locally in the market that you're working or in the market that the brand that you're working for is operating. Do they have some kind of local associations for color? So that is thing number one that you should consider when you're starting to think about which color should I pick. Now, if you're designing for the web or if you're designing apps UX, UI design, then color has one more thing that you should consider, and that is functionality. So check out this example. Here we have like 3 different buttons and they all say buy now, but one of them is red, one of them is green, and one of them is gray. Immediately, your association and your understanding of how the web or technology works tells you that if the button is gray, it's probably disabled and I'm not going to be able to click this. So imagine you're putting your website and you're working on designing the website and putting so much money and effort and time in designing the website, but you choose gray for the color of the button, people are not going to end up buying just because they understand that the functionality of this button is that it's currently disabled. Now, on the other hand, if you're picking a color like red, then again, it goes back to our cultural associations where, on street lights, red is stop and green is go. So we understand that red is a bad thing. Usually when it comes to functionality, red is no, is danger, while green is go, let's do this. This is approved. And so here again, if you put a buy now button and you put it in red, people are going to be wary of clicking it because it looks dangerous. It feels dangerous. So you need to bring that realm of understanding not only the cultural association, but also what does it mean on the functionality of your design. Now, I hope you found this helpful. I've actually created a PDF guide going through all of the different colors, a little bit more than what we've covered here, so that you can have as a reference guide for any design project. If you want to download that, I'll put the link below this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.